There's one thing that we do love, and that is quirky things. And here's a quirky question for you. How many stations on the National Rail Network that start with the letter V? And the answer is 3. And the aim of this video today is to visit all 3 railway stations that start with the letter V. And you join me at Egham Station because the first station is only 1 stop away, and I'm waiting for the 0721 South Western Railway service so we can go to Virginia Water, which is the first station 3 I'm stopping off at today.
This train is now approaching Virginia Water.
So we're now on board a new train, but this is a class 458/4, which used to be the class 458/5s, but they've shrunk it down to 4 coaches. And they only just recently entered service as well. And the one thing I don't like about them already is the seats. They're a bit too hard, to be honest, but luckily we're not on this train for very long because, as you heard, the next station stop is Virginia Water. So right behind me is a station I haven't been to before until I'm making this video today. And secondly, it's the first railway station that starts with the letter V. And this is Virginia Water, which is a junction station for services for South Western Railway services towards Weybridge on the South Western Main Line, and also Reading as well. And this station is actually in Surrey. It does have 4 platforms, and it's very interesting. It reminds me of Bark Green Station. But believe it or not, my final railway station begins with V. Takes about 7 hours and 20 minutes roughly from this location. So it's more like a sunrise and a sunset kind of challenge as well, visiting all 3 railway stations beginning with V. I've actually left Virginia Water 20 minutes early. I'm heading to the second station that begins with V now, and that's Vauxhall. But I think this train is actually going to be busy. Luckily, my original train was supposed to be the 7:54 off Virginia Water, but that goes by the Hounslow Loop line, so I've actually got a quicker service to get to Vauxhall as well.
Morning, disregard 0818 South Western Railway service to London Waterloo, corner Vauxhall and London Waterloo. We have a scheduled arrival time 08:30.
So right behind me is the second station that begins with V, it's Vauxhall. And I won't be here long, to be honest, because they don't really like filming at this location, especially since right next door is MI5. But this station does have 8 platforms, and what we're going to do now is I'm going to hop on the Victoria line to London Euston, because unfortunately the third and final station beginning with V is actually in North Wales, and it's Valley. So the journey now is from Vauxhall to Valley by the West Coast Main Line and the North Wales Main Line. see, I'm not currently at Euston Tube Station. I'm actually at Warren Street Tube Station on the Victoria line. And there's a reason why I've stopped off at Warren Street. And we'll make a quick detour before we go to Euston. Yes, so Warren Street is my secret station if I want to go to a McDonald's. So breakfast is now required. Let's hit the next train and get to Euston. Probably safer out here than it is inside, but we are at London Euston. Now I could get a Vanti West Coast service to go to Chester or even into North Wales, but I'm not going to do that because my next train I'm catching is the 0946 London North Western Railway service to Crewe, and we're actually going all the way to Crewe on this, and this is going to be interesting because it does stop at Vauxhall and Valley. Let's get inside now. Hopefully it's safe inside.
13 from the 0940 Avanti West Coast service to Birmingham New Street, Birmingham International and Birmingham New Street. This train is formed of 11 coaches.
So we have just beaten the Euston Stampede and currently on the 0946 London North Western Railway service to Crewe. Now unfortunately this is a 4-coach train, so it may get busy towards Crewe. But hopefully though it should be a nice enjoyable ride. I'm on this train for just over 2 hours now. I think it's 2 hours and 10 minutes. We're now made it to Vauxhall and Valley.
Stop will be Stafford.
Half an hour to go.
Platform 3 from the 1210 East Midlands Railway service to Newark Castle via SimOnTrains.
Now, I'm not going to lie, that ride from London Euston to Crewe direct with London North Western Railway, that was absolutely brutal. It's going to be interesting in the future if that does get extended to Manchester Victoria. But also what brutal is, it's that turbo star right behind me, because that is 170-502, which is my stalker unit, and that's going to Newark Castle. But also it's going to get a bit more brutal along the way because the next 2 trains I'm catching are both 2-car DMUs. Anyway, let's get 170-502 departing Crewe, and I'll go over to platform 9. So we're now on platform 9 at Crewe Station waiting for the 12:17 to terminate from Chester to follow the 12:21 Transport for Wales service to Chester. And looks like this is going to be a busy train, and it's just coming in right now.
We are now approaching Chester, which is our final stop.
Now to be honest, that ride on that Class 197 diesel multi-unit wasn't too bad. It wasn't busy, but it was a bit rattly. But it has brought us to Chester, and Chester is the final change that I've got to make to get the final train to the final station I'm stopping off at, beginning with V, and that is Valley. Now the Class 158 that's coming into Chester is due in at 13:14, but it's got a 6-minute turnaround because it's got to reverse out of Chester to head along the North Wales coastline to Holyhead, and this is roughly going to take about 2 hours. So I'm going to head over to the other platform now, well the bottom end of this platform, and let's wait for our train to arrive so we can travel along the North Wales coastline. So the Class 158 has arrived on platform 4 and not on platform 3 as I thought. This is the 13:20 to Holyhead, and Valley is a request stop, so we'll have to request it on this train as we head to our final destination, beginning with V. So we have now made it to Rill, and Valley has been requested, so we are definitely going to be stopping at Valley. So just have a quick crew change here at Llandudno Junction, and I've heard the request stops listed, so we're still stopping at Valley. We're just at Llandudno Junction, just about to leave now. Change here for John the Moose Happy Place, Glanconway. We have to go there one day. Anyway, let's carry on towards Anglesey. We have now crossed the Menai Strait and crossed over Britannia Bridge, and now we're at Anglesey. Now the sea conductor has come round asking passengers for request stops, and I requested Valley, but I'm in the wrong carriage. I'm actually supposed to be in the front half of the train, and the rear doors will open at Valley because it's only one door opening. See, Northern, that's how they do it. But anyway, we're not far from Valley now, so I'm going to sit back for a little bit and then move to the other half of the carriage. So just after 7:30 this morning, we left Virginia Water, and roughly 7.5 hours later, we have reached the final station that begins with V, and that is Valley. And honestly, compared to like Surrey and Greater London, Valley is a bit quiet, to be honest with you, and it's only got 2 platforms here as well. And as I mentioned earlier, it is a request stop. But honestly, this challenge of visiting all 3 stations beginning with V has really been quite tough, to be honest with you. But I've also ran into a little problem as well, which I'll explain in a second. So I did say I ran into a problem, and this problem is very simple. The idiot here booked the tickets wrong. I was meant to leave on the 15:44, go back towards Chester. I only have half an hour at Valley Station. Unfortunately, I bought the tickets for 24 hours later. So in other words, I've got 24 hours to kill in Valley. But don't worry, I come up with a plan. So basically, I'm going to do a future video of visiting every single station at Anglesey, including that one with the long name. So do hit the subscribe button for that if you want to see me pronounce that name. But for now, I'm going to drop a video right here. Feel free to give that a click, The people on screen now, YouTube channel members, Patreon supporters, thank you for supporting the channel. I have been SimOnTrains and I hope to see you at the next railway station so we can embark on a new journey together. Thanks for watching.